Hi, it's me again. I'm gonna answer some questions. I did this once before, so I guess we're on our second date, fully platonic. Okay. Number one, coffee or tea? Okay, so my whole life I drank tea because I come from a Middle Eastern family. We had one of those faucets at some point, like I think when I was 10, um, the faucet that comes out hot, like hot enough for tea. Hot enough for tea for any other family but mine. My mother still boiled water because it needed to be hotter than that. I used it and I would drink tea all day as a kid. Like as a kid, just hot tea. And it was like at some point it turned into hot tea with milk every day. And I always thought that sounded so gross. Like even when I was drinking it myself, I'd be like, yeah, I drink hot tea with milk. And it would sound gross in my mind if I said it out loud. And I'm drinking it every day. So I don't know what I think is so gross about it. Anyway, then eventually I added Diet Coke, and that became such a main thing for me where mostly I drank Diet Coke. Um, and I'm equating it with coffee or tea because when I got off Diet Coke, I felt like I got off it. Like I'm saying it like it was a drug because it felt like it, because I was waking up in the morning, craving it, drinking it, like morning till night, having it for breakfast. Like if it replaced a meal for me, I was happy about that. I didn't care. I was maybe didn't have the best relationship with food. That's a hard relationship, my relationship with food. Anyway, so there's a lot of Diet Coke. It was at least 2 liters a day. Um, so I got off Diet Coke and I was like, hate to say it, but if I'm going to be honest, I need a vice. So I switched to coffee, but I hate coffee. I love the smell. I love the culture of coffee shops. I love coffee ice cream. I like coffee flavored things, but straight coffee, I still to this day, even though I drink it every day, is disgusting. I need milk and I need a little bit of sugar. It's not a lot, but I froth the milk. Like I take the time. I now have espresso every day with frothed milk, which I bought a $60 device, folks. You press a button and the frothy. I know. I like if you've been listening to me for the last few years, I'm obsessing about this thing that I bought about at least 10 years ago that I've traveled with. Now, when I say travel, I'm talking locally, but if I leave the country like for a long period of time, in my mind, the next time I pack for that kind of thing, I am finding room for that frother. It's so good. It just it just makes the whole coffee routine and the whole coffee thing fantastic. Anyway, so I drink that every day. Every morning I go through this whole espresso on the stovetop thing. One button for the milk, just delicious. I have my time. Beautiful. And that gets to the next question, which is morning person or night owl. And you just heard me describe a morning and I only had nice thoughts about it. Now, there's more to a morning, but I used to hate mornings. And at some point, it naturally flipped. I think it had to do with adding a routine. And once I got used to adding a morning routine, I actually like it helped me get out of bed. It helped me be a morning person because I looked forward to the routine. Like even though it consisted of exercise and like journaling and like all this stuff, um, I still looked forward to it because it also started with that espresso frost milk situation. So that helps me get out of bed. But I was a night owl for most of my life where I stayed up. Like I remember watching TV and people would call each other at 10 and they're like, why are you calling in the middle of the night? And I'm like, that's not even when the night starts. I would go out at midnight, like start midnight, leave my house at midnight, things like that. Sleep at 4, 5, 6 in the morning was like completely normal. And to miss the morning was like fantastic to me. I can't, I didn't care if I woke up at noon, but I was an artist and I was doing nighttime things. So it's, I was singing at the time. So it's like singing things go out. Now I didn't need to stay up until 4 in the morning. I get it. But I was a fun fucking gal. Anyway, what's your comfort food is another. What does comfort food mean? Because Food, like everything, like chewing is a comfort, eating is a smell, planning food is this is just a whole comfort thing for me. My terrible thing is potato chips. Like, I won't buy it. If I do, it just the whole pack goes as soon as I open it. But I love a nice protein, vegetable, carb. Like just that three divided into three, but like don't put dividers. I like them together. Anyway, so I don't understand the comfort food thing. Like, yes, mashed potatoes and steak, fried chicken and French fries. But I like all of that stuff with a little salad or something green or something to like break that heaviness of it, makes it feel a little bit better. Um, does that answer comfort food? Okay. What's a food everyone loves that you don't? Avocado, which is so sad. I hate saying it. I hate admitting it. I hate saying it out loud. Avocado, it feels like it should be my kind of food. Guacamole, sounds so good. I've made it. People said it was good. I didn't even taste it. Avocado itself, like the greenery of it, it just sounds delicious. But I can't stand the texture. It's like the texture of butter, and I can't have butter unless it's like melted in or something. I don't like the that feeling. So I've never tried an avocado. I know. I don't like that about myself. What's a skill you wish you had? Playing the guitar. How many things are cooler than being able to play a guitar? Love the idea of like a guitar backpack and then just like wherever you are, you're just like, here comes an entire song just with my own face and this instrument. It sounds good, it looks cool, it's like so beautiful. It's badass and also sweet and gentle. It's like all the things. So if you play guitar, wow to you. Um, what's your favorite smell? So most of my lotion, I have one lotion. Oh, here it is. I have to have lotion. This is the one that I use because it has no smells, mostly because it has no smell. It's thick. But the smell thing, I don't like this. I don't like smelling like perfume, cologne, flowers, anything like that. I like to smell like human. So my stuff just doesn't have smell to it. But if there is a smell, like maybe uh, um, a candle or something, the actual smell of lavender. The only thing that I would like for my skin with lavender is like maybe a massage oil because lavender is so calming. And so that's the only thing I'd be cool with in terms of like adding smell to a room. I always say like take away smell from a room, but don't add like I always say, I never said that in my life. I just even thought of it for the first time. So I guess what I always feel in my head is like, don't give me things that smell. Remember when potpourri was a thing? No, thank you. All right. Beach or mountains? Beach any day. Any day. The mountains scare me. Whenever I go on a hike, it's like a paved road. It's like usually paved. It's usually like designated and it has all the signaling of go here next and I could still get lost. Like I'm not that deep into the crunchy experience. And I am scared. I'm scared of how empty the woods could be or mountains. I guess it doesn't have to be mountains, but I'm scared of mountains and the kind of animals that live there and um twisting my ankle. I mean, I love a good hike, but beach, whenever I go to the beach, as soon as I get there and look at the ocean, something feels so good in me. I've taken myself to the beach by myself. Um, I've sat there not even going into the water because I don't know, New York beaches are not that great. It's cold, it's icky, but just being there is a magical, wonderful feeling. The ocean itself is actually very scary, but I take it seriously and respect it, and so far I'm still here. So, okay, window seat or aisle? Window every time. I feel like when you sit at a window seat, you get extra room. You get like because you can do the leaning thing, but whoever's on your side, you kind of have to stay to one side, and that other side is the window. So it feels like more room. I don't get up to pee a lot. Um, I'm used to long flights because when I was a kid, we would fly 13 hours to go back to the motherland. And so by the time I found out how long the usual flights are, I was like, "Pff, New York to LA? That's everyone would be like, yeah, but that's a long flight." I'm like, oh my God, how long could it be? I was on planes for 13 hours. Yes, look at a globe, Chemda. Yes, I did that after. Okay, what's one thing you'll never regret spending money on? The frother, obviously. My bike. My bike is electronic. It's an e-bike, and to me that's better than a car. It's better than public transportation. It means that like I might be on my way somewhere, but as soon as I start going to get there, I'm already doing something fun. So aside from when it rains and snows, it's fantastic. Um, what's a movie you've seen way too many times? Rounders. Rounders. Too many times. This is a movie that completely glorifies gambling, glorifies poker. In the movie, it talks about how poker is not gambling, it's a game of skill. Molly's Game, which is also about poker, says the same thing. My brother, Michael, who's an incredible poker player and always kicks my ass, talks about that as well. They all talk about how, it's the same people in the World Series who win or are at the winner's table. So if it was such a game of luck, like, how could they skillfully make their way into the same amazing position every time? So I don't know. It's still like, oh, that card that you expected to come might not come, and it's still like you read that person's face wrong. Isn't that a gamble? But is it enough of a skilled game where you're just taking the gamble of like a regular amount of gamble, so it's not gambling? Like if you go to work at this place, you're taking a gamble that this is going to be good for your future. Like, is it that level of gambling and that much more skill? I don't know, because my brother beats me most times and he's better at poker, so that sounds skillful. But it is in casinos, which is a big fat gambling place. I don't know. Love poker. What's a TV show you wish you could watch again for the first time? Oh my God, I'm doing that right now. I've watched Gilmore Girls, I think more times than anything. I don't know because it's long, so it takes me longer to finish it. But Gilmore Girls watched a million times, but I get to watch it for the first time through Carrie Gravenson. And we have a show, Gilmore Friends, and because she's never seen it, never heard any of the plot lines, like has experienced the tiniest of spoilers, but it's a 26-year-old show at this point. But I'm watching it episode by episode with her. I get to watch her expression and comment with her afterwards. Like we just talk about point by point on Gilmore Friends. And I feel like I'm watching it for the first time. A lot of things, even after my millionth rewatch, I'm catching for the first time because I'm watching it to do the Gilmore Friends podcast, and I'm extra paying attention to anything, which is so much fun because I'm catching more jokes, I'm catching more flubs, I'm catching more inaccuracies, I'm catching more feelings. Like it's been a shout out to Carrie Gravenson. My goodness. I knew it would be fun because I cannot stop talking about Gilmore Girls. And I knew it would be fun with her because she has insights and a perspective that I usually very much enjoy, but I did not know it would be as close as I can get to watching something for the first time after I've seen it so many times. I'm floored by that part of the experience. It's so good. Okay. So, how would you answer these questions? And like I really I think these are good questions. I think they say a lot about a person. I don't know how dating sites work. Do they ask questions like this? They always ask they always. I don't really know about that either, but they seem to ask stuff like, "What's your favorite movie?" What's your favorite things is so hard for me. How could it be? How can you decide your favorite movie? I wouldn't say Rounders is my favorite, even though I watched it over and over again. There's something just, easy about having it in the background or knowing what's coming next. I don't know that there's something about it that's just easy to watch. That doesn't mean it's my favorite. It's not my least favorite. But anyway, do you have any questions for our third date? And if you enjoyed the second date, please hit one of the buttons that are in front of you. Which button? I don't know. Look at your device. Right there. Yep, right there. Click that one. Thank you. Thanks for watching.